40 not so fun facts according to Reddit. Number 40. That one day you'll talk to someone for the last time. Nice happy-go-lucky list to brighten up your day with a fantastic entry to ring it on in. Why fool ourselves, If you die in your sleep tonight, there's a likelihood that yesterday, or, a couple of hours ago, may have been the last time that you spoke to some of your people that you talked to, and it'll be the last time that they have to put up with your existence. I'm kidding. Hope you're having a great day, great evening, blah, 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 blah. Let's power through these. Number 39. The reason I found a reason for me to hope this shit gets out of my face. Cool. The reason you shouldn't eat raw cookie dough isn't because of getting sick from eating raw eggs. You're pretty unlikely to get sick from eating a raw egg these days. The real reason is because you shouldn't eat raw flour, as it contains fecal matter from all birds that pooped on the wheat while it was growing in the field. And there's no practical way to remove it during the processing. Ooh, you're eating that poop, the bird poop. A little bit of poop won't kill ya, only if you cook it though. Only if you cook the poop, cook the poop, cook poop. You've heard of kicking a poo, but cook a poo? Number 8, plus 30. John Lennon emotionally abused his son Julian and beat his wives. Well, what else is new? He thinks he's the first fucking, kid to get abused or wife to get beat. I don't condone it. It's not a good thing that occurs. But it's not an isolated incident. This is not like outrageous, Did you know that famous people have things happen to them too? Can you believe that? Here comes the chat overlay, rolling in super late, making me realize that of course it's on. Turn yourself off, chat overlay. You're drunk. This isn't a game stream. But it could be. Dave's not here, man. Asks, how's Ultimate Alliance, Kyle? I didn't play it since the last time I streamed it, so I don't know. I want to play it off stream because it feels kind of boring for the stream at times, but I want to find a way to replay it once I get the characters that I want, because I feel like right now it's kicking my ass, which isn't incredible, to be honest. I set it on a high difficulty and now I'm getting beat the hell up, and that's dope. How are your days going, You looking good? You feeling good? Feeling like you can conquer the world? I'm right there with you. I have all this energy and it's all yours. And all of these great vibes, they're all yours. I wish you the best. I know that you can conquer whatever's in front of you, especially if it's other people just being a piece of crap. Just shut your mouth and nod and deal with that crap. But in reality, man, you know what the hell you need to do. And it's not like violent. I'm just saying, tolerate their crap. Get to the other side of them. They'll be in your past and you'll have a future that's something that they envy. But you don't need to rub it in their face. Just be dignified. Just go, yeah, okay. My volume is lower than usual? Or the music is too loud? The volume is lower than usual. I think, okay, hold on. Oh boy, I am nowhere near my desk. Ooh, fuck. Okay, no, that feels too loud. It feels like there's a lot of feedback coming back. I broke my phone charger today. Fantastic. Broke it right off into the phone. Had a nice anxiety-inducing couple of minutes while I was removing my case, trying to fish that bitch out because the tweezer was only bending the protruding portion of the broken off charger that had broken off inside the phone. So I had to use my actual fingernails, which for whatever reason had more strength, and was finally able to get it loose. What an anecdote. Wasn't a fun fact for me, I can tell you that. Number 37. A cowgirl / reverse cowgirl position in sex is the most common reason for a man's penis to break. The more you know. Ba-ding, bling, 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 bling. Well, missionary's nice and safe, though. Reverse cowgirl does. That sounds scary as hell. When the booty lethal. Hashtag lethal booty. When the booty lethal. Dave's not here, man, says Kyle. What characters would you want in your roster? Let's not get into it yet, Dave. We've only just begun this list. We really want to go full Marvel. I think you know there's a lot to talk about right now, mate. So let's get to the end. Or at least to the middle, and then we'll go there. 36. Honey is bee's vomit. What are you, like 12 years old? You don't know this? It's like this is your first day outside of playing Fortnite. Since the womb. Number 35. It's He-Man. He-Man.
420 and 350.
Man, Mr. Ryukage, you're making my life, man. These streams Sorry, I was just speaking tongues to keep my snake brethren at bay. I'm right here with you, my man. Slither, slither, you know? So anyway, your Streamlabs donation make my life. That money goes straight to PayPal, which I can immediately do things with. And I just appreciate you in a big way. 350 and 420. You know, I gotta hook a man up. You know what I'm talking about.
Please say hi to your mom, Linda. I hope she's doing well.
Wait, Linda says her mom is on deck. It's like 1,000,000,000 o'clock at night, though. Y'all just hanging around in the twilight hours. It's dangerous. You have to get some sleep. Get some sleep. But thanks for watching in your waking hours. And thank you for the Tree Fitty donation, Ryukage.
What's Tree Fitty?
$3.50.
Tree Fitty. Tree Fitty.
Which was also a Tree Fitty combination in conjunction with a 420 donation.
Smoke weed every day.
Wow. This guy's getting those buttons pressed, you know what I mean, every night without fail. I'm going to make a new Tree Fitty one where the guy actually says, "The goddamn Loch Ness monster." That's what I need, okay? I need that in my life now. See if I can get, Matt and Trey Parker knocking on my door like Disney. Hey, stop using our shit. Number 35. You may have heard South Koreans have a superstition called fan death. It seems like we can't go 10 lists without talking about fan death. Ridiculous. Where if you keep a fan on for too long, the Korean superstition says that it will kill you. Not if it's over your head like a ceiling fan and then it falls on you. Like if you just have a fan on and you go to sleep, it'll kill you. The history of the origin is much darker. Apparently, when people committed suicide and the coroner had to determine the cause of death, they would say that it was death by fan. This is to save face of the family and not cause the shame. It eventually became a superstition and one Westerners find funny. Man, every other day somebody talking about, well, the real origin of something is. So I don't know what to believe, man. Let's take it with a grain of salt. I guess it's entertaining, you know. He actually killed himself. Well, you know, they actually say that because they caught him hanging from the rafters and he had his junk out when they caught him. He was beating it to death. He was beating it to death. Let's get to the end of this list so I can tell you if I'm actually excited about Marvel movies and TV shows coming up. Yeah. Selena is saying the superstition is so widely believed that they put warning labels on their fans. I did a project on this for my Korean class. Someone also found their husband dead. And then even though there was a bunch of condoms on the floor and a hooker was seen jumping out of a window, the fans must have did it. You know? Maybe she was Korean and her last name... No, maybe she was Thai and her last name was Fan. You know? And then her tagline, like her motto, is, "Oh, I'd blow that so hard I suck you like a fan." And then somebody go, "But fans
Blow.
Exactly. Yeah, give me that blow.
Just
Give me
like
that
that
blow.
joke.
Give me that blow." That joke didn't blow. It sucked. Now it's funny.
Just like you.
I don't suck. I chunk.
What?
I suck chunks. I blow chunks. I'm about to blow chunks if we don't finish this list. Somebody like, no? Okay, let's continue. So, number 34. Sex slavery in America is worth 4 times more than the entire Burger King franchise. What you mean worth more, dude? You can't say shit like that. You're supposed to say that it produces, it's economically, more. Its output is more. You know what I mean? It's making more money. It's bringing in more cash. It's exchanging more bing bongs than the Burger King franchise. But you know what I love? You couldn't say McDonald's though. And to be honest, the slave trade, and McDonald's are one and the same. We don't want to get into it here. Okay, I want to keep this channel. All right, already had a couple of channels bite the bullet, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about where else you think you've seen Kyle on the internet. So let's leave it where it is, boys. Azrael says,
I still love it when someone says pink is a girl's color and blue is a boy's color, and I tell them that it was the other way around until somewhere around the 20s or 30s.
So you mean like everybody's lifetimes, right? So yeah, I mean they are, That's like, you know what I mean?
What?
What?
What do you mean?
I do believe that blue is like a boy's color and pink is a girl's color because
they're not wrong.
I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying for as long as we've known it, it's reflected the opposite. So it doesn't matter if like prehistorically it was the other way around. If nobody remembers that, then that's the way that it goes. And that fact isn't going to flip any worlds upside down. Can you imagine? Like people just going, hey man, this gay club is really what's going on. And then somebody's like, you have no idea what you just said. And then they flip open a dictionary and go, do you know what the meaning of the word gay actually is? And it's like, bruh, you know what year it is? I'm so sorry. When you do that, it looks like you're pulling hair out of your mouth.
I'm pulling skin off my lip.
Don't do that. Number 33. Japanese used to Japanese used to the Japs used to use prisoners to test out how many bodies their swords was. They would stack prisoners on top of each other, and however many the sword went through was how many bodies the sword was. That's Japanese as fuck, boy. That's Japanese as fuck, boy. Pink used to be associated with blood, says Azrael. Oksana says, I'm gonna dye my hair with no professional...
Wish me luck.
I'm no professional. Wish me luck. Okay. Girl, it's not like piercing your own nipples or something. You'll be alright. Dyeing your hair. This isn't like rocket science. It's not like it's not like you're dealing with highly volatile chemicals, that could explode, or you're not cooking meth or something. You know what I mean? Jeez, am I even supposed to say that in the stream? I was just joking. Not that anybody should ever do that. Kyle does not condone the use or distribution or making of any types of illegal drugs. Only no. Don't even joke. Don't even joke. Gotta reel myself in. Hey, Oksana says, I assume you're not gonna say sex work should be legalized. I mean, I don't care. Shit. Why shouldn't it be? Isn't it legal like over there? Across the pond?
In Spain.
Well, just Spain? I'm pretty sure it's gotta be other places too.
Well, Spain is more of them like open and saying.
Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Past the age of whatever state deems the age of consent, I believe people should be able to use their bodies to do whatever the hell they want. And if they want to charge a coin for it, hey, baby. But the bottom line is, nah, not below that age. There has to be a firmly established age in the sand. And that's truly what sucks is that even your politicians and your powerful religious men, they're abusing their power to take advantage of under earth people, and that's fucked, yeah. Linda's asking, why shouldn't it to be legalized? Y'all, you women, this is why I love women in my stream chat. You guys know how to derail in the most interesting of ways. When men derail the chat, it's always about them. It's always about me. What, Kyle? You will pay me attention. But you girls just came out of nowhere and go,
now about sex work legalization.
and I'm like, damn. Just measure bodies and swords, but not, like, are you saying that's okay, but the other one isn't? Oksana says, I think strongly that it should be. So we're all on the same page, but I wouldn't say that I'm strongly in favor of it. I'm just like, hey man, whatever. You know what I mean? Huh?
I said it has to be legalized because right now it's illegal to do so.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what they're doing across the pond if it's not being implemented here. So, like, that's neither here nor there. So it needs,
Sex work is legalized in Nevada, excuse me?
but it's not legalized everywhere. It's just there. And I think it may be in like Las Vegas because I don't think it's everywhere in Nevada.
I want to be honest with Dia and tell her that she should reconsider her position of staying in this room because I may be converting it into a chamber of secrets. But instead of being Harry Potter, it's going to be Kyle in the chamber
How about you continue the list?
of farts.
Boom, 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 boom. Bing, bing, bing. Boom, 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 boom. Bing.
You like that one?
No, stop it.
Oh, girl.
No, why?
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
No. Number 32. For the average adult, there are about 10 pounds of organisms living in it, and on you that are excruciatingly not you. That's not what that says. That's not what any of this says. For average adults, there are about 10 pounds of organisms living in and on you that are exclusively not you.
Sweet. You can take
10
10 pounds.
pounds of organisms? 10 pounds? 1 pound. No, I don't believe it. I reject it. 10 pounds? I reject it. Hey.
Glove slap, baby glove slap.
Thank you for that super chat, Oksana. That's a very specific Simpsons reference. But I am a Simpsons connoisseur. I've seen it all.
Oh, May says that it's legalized in Argentina.
Isn't that the one where, like, he ends up hiding in his house because they, you know, the one guy that accepts it's from Texas? Pretty ridiculous. Who's from Argentina?
May Alex.
I hope she doesn't cry for me. I hope she doesn't cry for me.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing it's a joke that's going super hard over my head.
Yeah. If anybody gets what Kyle's going on about, I'd like to hear it in the stream chat. Number 31. There is one person who is 7 times more likely to kill you compared to everyone else. Yourself. Ooh, so spooky. You have a high chance of committing doo-doo-side. Number 30. Some dogs have to get their anal glands squeezed by veterinarians. If too much fluid gets stuck in them, dogs usually help themselves with the issue, though, by pooing or rubbing their butts on the floor. But otherwise, they'll need to get them squoze. Ugh. I just don't.
I'm doing well.
Human beings are on the right page. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Arden, how are you doing, Kyle? I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. May Alex is all like,
LOL, I won't cry for you, Kyle. You have only brought me gayness.
There you go.
what? Let me whip out my dictionary. Do you even know what that word means? Okay. We'll have a gay old time, said the Flintstones. Now you're attacking me for using the word. Number 29. Sharks eat their siblings before birth. There can only be one.
Impressive.
Can you imagine having that kind of power inside the womb? To just absorb another? I guess Rusty Venture made it happen. Traveling up to number 28. There is a whale called 52 Blue who sings at such a strange frequency he is unable to communicate with other whales. Oh, it's way sadder than that. It's way sadder than that. Say it right. Somebody says, I'm pretty sure there was an Octonauts show about it. They make him a special translator and he lives happily ever after. Is that true? I want to believe. I want to watch more X-Men. X-Files. Damn it. They're in my brain. My mutants. My mutants, my children. Wolverine, you sit there. Who?
The whale. Is that true?
He died in real life, though. Okay.
That's sad.
Your bones are wet. Number 27.
Indeed.
Number 26.
But the whale.
If you shine a flashlight smartphone on a newborn sea turtle for too long, it will start crawling around in circles. Known as the Ring of Death, it means that the turtle's eyesight has been terminally damaged.
Permanently.
Well, it's terminal too. Due to mistaking your lights for the moon, it guides itself to the sea. By doing this, you have doomed the sea turtle to death right after birth. Why are you equipping people with this information?
Because people just want to watch the world burn.
No, it's made me furious because now I'm being there've probably been scenarios where for some reason the turtle eggs have ended up near where a car has driven. So the headlights might have blinded them and they died.
I don't want to think about
It doesn't even need to be
it.
near a
Well,
street
that's
because
just-
assholes
that's
drive
just
onto the
for
beach.
Sea turtles.
Yes. So the headlights from cars might have killed plenty of sea turtles.
I think they have bigger problems than just people in cars, though.
Okay. I just don't like the thought. Stripe says, so I gotta ask chat, how long would you wait to introduce soda to your kid? Six years old. 7 years old. They're gonna be going to McDonald's by the time they're fucking 3, 4.
Yes, but even then I wouldn't be giving them soda.
Yeah, you're not gonna get soda, but I mean, like, it's. They grab a can at 6 or 7 years old. How the fuck you gonna say no? You don't get that. They sure as hell don't get to drink it all the time. Maybe once or twice or 3 times a week. You know, a can. Don't put me in the fucking shoes of a father. It's not a headspace I need to be worrying about forever. Number 25, a cat's penis is sharply barbed along its shaft. Can this not turn into a weird animal facts thread? Jesus. That's because female cats only ovulate in response to having their vaginas internally stabbed. Phew. Man, cats are fucking crazy, man. All you ladies wish you were as gangster as a cat.
Stab me, Kyle.
I will, with my mutilated hawk pee-pee. Sorry. Not really.
You're gross. Continue.
How am I gross? Can you imagine if the cats were doing it cowgirl or reverse cowgirl, or what's called cow cat and reverse cow cat? Or cat girl and reverse cat girl, and then the Barb pee break. That'll turn a hooked Barb and pee into something else. It's insanity. I like stringing together words that are just fucking insane. I like saying things on these streams that must be brand new sentences. That's what I think you guys don't realize, is that sometimes I stop to say something that hopefully has never been said. Reverse cow cat.
Sometimes I feel like you're trying to break my brain. Is it wrong with you?
Oh man. Throw some juicy fruit in that, and then you got a story. Some skateboard tricks. Give me a skateboard trick.
You were the wrong person, but...
Oh, reverse cow cat juicy fruit and a skateboard trick. We'll just bring it on over. Number 24. Gingivitis is contagious.
I'm sure it is.
Oh my god. That's scary as fuck.
We need to go to the dentist.
We need to go to the everything, Dia. Except like counseling or therapy. You think you need therapy?
Yes.
What for? You're well. Come on.
You're cute. Continue.
Oh my god, Dia. Number 23. When running through a government test, the TSA failed to find 95% of weapons that entered planes through the first... Wait. The TSA failed to find 90% of the weapons that entered planes through the airport scanner system. Yeah. I think the government was running tests for a while and finding that particularly hilarious.
They called it something theater. I don't remember what the word that they use for it, but the TSA is just there for show. They don't know how to do nothing. I'm sorry for anybody that works TSA or anybody that may hear in the future that works there. Y'all don't do anything important. You're just there for show. The government puts TSA workers there for show.
Whatever. The only thing I'm interested is TNA. You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah. Does anybody know what I was doing? Okay, so guys, since Dia thinks she and I say thinks, but I mean like she could, because she knows herself well enough. She thinks, that she could use some therapy, that she could benefit from some therapy. Tell me the truth, ladies and dudes too. Tell me if you all think you need therapy. Tell me what you think you need. And Joe, you right. Yeah. That's so cool.
True Silver Wolf says that they're listening to you from a military base helicopter pad. That's cool.
Hello from the base of a military helicopter pad. You make my rotor spin? Okay, True Silver Wolf, I appreciate you. I think you win the humble brag, nice flex for coolest location to be listening to my stream from. Oh yeah, well I'm in a prison cell and I smuggled in this phone. You don't want to know where. Whoa, that's coming in at a sharp number 1. Sorry. Oh yeah, when I'm on a mountaintop, freezing to death. I shouldn't be wasting my Wi-Fi. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay. It's funny you guys bring up Immigrant Song, and that immediately makes me think about Thor, and I'm trying so hard not to talk about Marvel until we get through this list. Number 22. You are more likely to have met a future murderer than you are to have a lasting marriage. That's pretty cool. Someone you've met's gonna kill. Statistically, bruh. Statistically.
Also, Linda says that I could probably benefit, but you probably won't do it.
But I don't see myself actually doing it.
Human being says, I know I do, but I probably won't do it. So 2 people have said, I probably do, but I won't actually go.
No, reverse cowcat. Cowcat's funnier. May Alex says, a friend's first word as a baby was Coca Cola. The poor guy was doomed to be fat. Oh my god. Coca Cola. Number 21. A heroin overdose is so prevalent because of how fast tolerance bounces back. So let's say an addict gets arrested and is in jail for a few days, weeks, whatever. If they are a heavy user, even half the dose they last used could kill them. And I'm trying to properly process that. And you know, heroin's one of them fucking hard drugs where it's like the next time you take it, because your body is developing a tolerance to it, you need to get a little bit funkier with it. So let's say that the first dose you take is a micro dose. Let's just, for the sake of this explanation, say it's like half a teaspoon. The next time you take it, it's got to be a full teaspoon. The next time you take it, it's probably got to be 2 teaspoons. And every time you take it, you got to double up. So the next time you take it, say this dude's up to 4 teaspoons, and then he goes into jail. And because his body is off of it for a while and the body just, you know, loses that tolerance, if he goes back out and has anything over half a teaspoon, he's going to die because his body ain't ready for that. Your body ain't ready for that. Boy, why y'all doing that hard shit? If somebody in the stream has done hard shit, I shouldn't ask. I probably shouldn't ask. Arden says he's going to sleep. It's 6 a.m. there. Yeah, I'm sorry about this late ass stream. We need to end it too. Only halfway through. Number 20. Sperm attracts ants because it contains fructose. I learned it the hard way this morning. Ow! Ow! What the hell? That's what I think when the trail of ants is going anywhere. Number 19. In some parts of Australia, 90% of the koalas are suffering with chlamydia, which is threatening extinction of the species unless a vaccine is developed or massive koala culling happens. You gotta kill the koala. Sorry. I'm tired, man.
So am I.
Well, why aren't you cooking now then?
I'm gonna cook.
I'm not saying that you're not gonna cook. I'm just saying that, like, if you're tired now, I don't want to keep you up later than you need to, bro. I want to see you be brave. I'm trying. It's not gonna just happen. Dude, this list tonight, this isn't even the typical thing I do, and you know it.
Yeah, but at least, you know, they're nice and condensed.
Oh my god.
Versus them being, you know.
Check out this guy. FC Nader says, that explains why my room had an ant problem. I always like to think of some guy just like, you know, instead of like just letting the cum kind of pool into his hand or, you know, run down and then he cleans it up. He's just like, oh man, like a fire hose, and he's just like all over the fucking room and shit. Oh my god. What the fuck? Super Ryu Dragon says koala babies eat their mother's poop because they don't have the proper gut bacteria to digest eucalyptus. Huh. Whoa. FOF. F. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button, my man. And by subscribe, I mean join. You are now part of the Kyle fold.
Slap it on some toast.
I appreciate this, my chosen warrior. In the future, when we end up living on a compound, the media will convince everybody that we're all crazy, you know? And hopefully they don't burn us all down. But that's a story for another day. Linda says, you imagine other guys... You know what, Linda? I'm not going to finish that. Number 19. Number 18. Okay? Oh, okay. If you have 2 pregnant cows give birth at the same time, and one cow dies and the other mother cow dies, leaving her calf orphaned, you can skin the dead calf and drape the skin over the living calf. The living mother will believe the orphaned calf is hers by smell and pattern of the skin and feed the calf, keeping it alive. And just how do you figure that out?
Oh no, Marla, just take care of her. Just do, she needs a mom. What if I do it like this?
Is that a knife noise, Kyle? My noises. I'm so done with this list. I got 17 more. Okay, you can do this. Number 17. Dolphins have been known. Oh my God. Dolphins have been known. Okay. Dolphins have been known to violently female dolphins in groups, okay? Oh. They people too. That's why I have no interest in swimming with them. I saw a video. Oh my God. Are you sure it wasn't just what you were wearing, you hussy? What? You can't say that on the internet. Number 16. Horses cannot vomit. If they need to throw up, they'll die. Oh my God. Somebody said rest in peace, BoJack Horseman. Oh boy.
I was in a very famous TV show.
Why does Stripes say, Kyle, please don't play your soundboard tonight? Why? Tell me why. Why shouldn't I do that? Stripes, you need to tell me now.
Oh, Stripes says everything's so much louder than you.
Is that true for everybody? How about now? Oh no. The microphone seems to have been adjusted so that I was hearing things normally, but the mic wasn't normal. Oh no. And everybody listening, I'm giving you the moment to readjust. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Oh shit. Look at Oksana. Whoa, loud. Okay, look. Everybody who just readjusted, click the like button and then write a lowercase h into the stream chat. I just want to know you're here. I just want to know you're keeping it perky.
These poor people have now been ear blasted by your loudness.
Girls, you got to wear normal bras and not just trying to get away with sports bras all the time, because you're letting them fall away to gravity. You know? Is that what you want? Is that what you girls want? I don't think it is. Linda, my ear holes. Oh, Maya Nugget, Michael. Hey, we have 2 Michael.
Yeah,
Nice.
2 Michaels. But unfortunately tonight we only have 1 Michael. Michael Cole.
Yeah, Michael probably went to bed, you know. Carla, Odie, Lemon. Number 15. Brain aneurysms can happen at any time in your life, and you won't know until it's too late or if a doctor accidentally finds it. This is the scariest thing I've ever read. Aneurysms scare the motherfucking shit out of me, dude. My cousin had his first brain aneurysm at 23. Dia.
No, I just heard what someone said in the... Yeah, that person.
Shut up. we can hear gross Kyle noises in high definition.
I love that.
Yeah, I bet you're all hearing the IMAX noise. Kyle, I just don't wear bras unless I must. It will my boobs be ugly. Wait, what? I just wear bras unless I just don't wear bras. Will my boobs be ugly? Well, I don't, some, there's nothing some people can do to stop gravity is my point. It's going to reach us, eventually. It's an inevitability, but you can postpone the inevitable by fighting the good fight. My cousin had his first brain aneurysm at 23 in 2003. A week prior, he complained of headaches, was taking a hot shower, and then collapsed. Met a flight to a hospital, and the doctors operated on his brain and managed to save him. Told us that he would be like a child for the rest of his life. He managed to make a full recovery within 5 years, learned to walk, talk, and everything. It was amazing and unimaginable at the same time. Only reminder was the scar on his head. He had his second and fatal brain aneurysm in his sleep at age 36. No symptoms. He was always living on borrowed time. Just glad we got an additional 13 years with him before he left us for good. Oh, death is the scariest thing in the world, man. People you're dealing with right now can just suddenly not be a part of your life anymore, and they're never coming back. Excuse me, Dia. I'm so sorry. No.
I think with that particular story, with him passing away in his sleep, to be honest with you, it doesn't necessarily lessen the pain that the family must have felt when he passed away, but at least it was in his sleep, Like he passed away sleeping. And I think that's the best way to, essentially kick the bucket, is in your sleep.
Look, these farts are changing my life. I just need to finish this list, okay? And not for good. That's not the way that anybody wants to go. Doctor, he choked from fart inhalation. My God.
We need ventilation.
Number 14. You can die from Alzheimer's due to the brain forgetting how to swallow or breathe.
Yep. That's a thing.
Excuse me. That just made my insides quiver. Oh man, it was a gross noise. Whatever. Okay. I should put Stripes' face on Marge. It's like I should just put Stripes because she's the one who made this. Okay. Amazing. Fine. Number 13. No more. The Spanish flu was one of the most lethal pandemics in history. There are lots of elements that determine the deadliness of these various diseases and too much uncertainty in death tolls to say for sure which disease was the most lethal. People who caught it bled from their ears, experienced nausea and extreme fever. Their skin turned shades of blue. They experienced extreme pain from the slightest touch. It caused internal hemorrhaging. 18 to 35-year-old adults' immune systems, which would typically be considered the strongest, would react strongly, so strongly that their bodies would fill up with antibodies and fluid, literally drowning the infected with their own defense mechanisms. For a specific reason, see Peakman's comment. This is fucking horrifying. Spanish flu. That shit sounds almost alien. You know what I mean?
And that's something that
like it just causes like death.
1800s. That's scary.
It was the worst of the 20th century, but not of all history. The plague has a much higher death toll. I think around 1300. Wait. Are these the years? I can't know. Gotta be wrong. It's the amount of people. It is kind of interesting why they call it Spanish influenza of 1918, though Spain was one of the few places actually reporting accurate morbidity and mortality rates. Morbidity? Shit. May Alex.
Actually, bras actually make titties drop. They're supposed to weaken the muscles that lift up your boobs. All of them. All the bras. Because you're not using them. So eventually they get droopier than if you hadn't worn a bra.
To be honest with you, there was a study done, and apparently there is evidence of that being true.
If the study's been done, ladies and gentlemen, there are bras that are made to not droop your titties. Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
That sounds like the planned obsolescence of bras.
They're not saying that bras don't help with support, but you just wearing bras all the time weaken the muscles.
No, I'm not saying that the girls should wear the bras all the time. Jeez. I hear you, girls. But what I'm saying, you know what I mean? It's not all bras are created equal.
Yes, but bras essentially do weaken the muscles. All bras do.
I know. No, they don't.
Yes.
Not all bras, no.
Look, they are there for support, but the support that
But
they give,
not
which is
all bras,
essentially
Dia.
artificial.
You know what it's like? It's like me telling you, well, the jeans don't have pockets so that they can trick your ass into fucking getting a pocketbook. But that doesn't apply to all jeans. You know? And just like, you know, I would even go out and say, yeah, most bras probably don't offer the kind of support pertinent to, you know, long-term keeping them titties perky. May even have the opposite effect. Not saying it's like cynical, like you know, doctors getting you sick so you have to buy the cure type deal. Like wear this bra so you'll always have to wear bras type deal. But I'm saying that there are exceptions. And I'm saying that in the age of the internet, maybe hopefully, that's already been kickstarted. Bras that already support. Because if the studies have been done, then of course the next logical step is, bitch, where my legit bras at then? Instead of these droopy fucking factories. These portable droop makers. Is that a better term for... Somebody come up with a very short name for bras that make your titties droop. I wonder if anybody's old enough to remember droopy. You know? Bro, I can't believe the way that those titties look. That's not that great. Super Ryu Dragon says, that study seems like it has the same logic as the guy who said women shouldn't wear yoga pants and got a whole bunch of angry college girls to walk by his house and protest. Can you imagine? College girls walking by my house. They really showed me. I mean, who doesn't like a guy with a helicopter? What is she responding to?
She's talking to True Silver Wolf.
What is True Silver Wolf saying?
No, she asked how old True Silver Wolf was. True Silver Wolf answered, and they said, and True Silver Wolf said why. And Oksana said no reason, wanted to slip into DMs. I mean, who doesn't like a guy with a helicopter?
Okay.
That's it. Also, Matthew just asked.
Well, why did she assume it's his helicopter? Because the bitch crazy.
Anyway, Matthew said, how well can you play piano?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Well, I'm really confident. That's a joke only Stripes is gonna get. That sucks. That's from a forgotten time. That's from a forgotten time in Kyle history. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may take you back very far, one day I was playing Spelunky with Stripes, and Stripes insinuated, based on somebody coming into the stream chat, that playing instruments is all about confidence, right? And if you're confident, you can just pick up anything and play it really well. Nah, dude, I can beat out some chords on the piano. I'm just not, I mean, I've taken music theory, I have perfect pitch. I used to sing. I used to be a musician. But with a keyboard, I can't, you tell me some chords, I can play those chords, but I'm not playing you any songs. I can't, I can't weave you a tune, I'm not improvisationally gifted in that regard. And it's not the type of thing that I wouldn't be able to do if I just got a keyboard and sat with it for a week. I'd be able to teach myself, how to weave together some things, especially because in my head, I can make a lot of crazy shit happen. It just doesn't translate to my fingers on the keyboard because I'm not super familiar with it and that I've never sat down. And the bottom line is, I have like a natural inclination to a lot of things usually. So I like to think if I actually just lock myself in a room with the damn thing, I could probably make some stuff happen. But what am I going to do? Buy a keyboard? Bruh. Somebody would have to buy it for me. And then we can have musical Kyle streams. If that wouldn't be annoying to the maximum, I don't know what would. Alright? Yeah.
Waltzing Corpse also is asking advice for dealing with a mom that started spewing religious crap.
Who's asking for advice about a religious mom?
Waltzing Corpse.
Waltzing Corpse. Any advice is appreciated. I don't know what to do. Hey Kyle, do you have any advice for dealing with a mother that started spewing religious crap? She recently started to attend a New Age religion and started forcing my younger siblings to attend. This is gonna sound so fucked, but, and this is the crippling thing about this. My first thought is to tell you to appeal to the siblings, Let them know that, hey, just because they're doing this thing doesn't mean that it's the only, doctrine or ideology, and that they should just go to pacify your parent, but at the same time remain aware and remain objective to any and everything that's available. But if they're significantly young, to the point where they may be wicked impressionable, that sucks. So, I'm sure we have the same type of parents where there's nothing that can be said to them, you know what I mean? Because there's only one way, and it's the way that they create, especially if they're indoctrinated into the church, to where the only way is the Lord's way, and every other way is of the devil. Oh, no! Jesus, excuse me? Great. So close. Gotta end this. But, yeah, my only hope to you is that your siblings are old enough to resist enough of this shit. And if not, dude, hopefully it fixes itself. What parents lose is touch with reality. So they don't realize that when they force something too hard, that at the first opportunity that the children get to not do the thing they're typically forced to do, they'll take it. There are some kids that are goody two-shoes and just do exactly what they're told to do, even when their parents aren't watching, you know what I mean? But like, if they're forced into this religion, as soon as they see that opening, it's gonna be done. So there you go. Oh, I thought Oksana was asking to play piano for me. Yeah, somebody should make a piano backing track and then I'll sing over it. Nope. You know how many people always ask me to make fucking music, and I just ghost their ass, and you know why? Have you asked me if you can make music for me and you want to know why I ghost you? Because this has never happened to me, but I know that it's happened to a lot of creators, and I ain't gonna put myself in that kind of situation. So first, let me say I thank you and appreciate you for considering me as someone that you would, exert your talent for, but there have been many instances where people have said that they want to work with somebody or give their shit to someone to use to then later try to claim that crap. And then it makes, whatever that they were doing fall into this area of like who owns it and shit like that. And I don't want to get into that scenario. So that's why you hear me using this A-OK royalty-free stuff. I throw Kevin some money. Kevin Macleod, who makes a lot of this music. And that is that. Guitar Noodle Love says, I want a new rap, Kyle. I haven't made a rap since Dia. Because they're goofy. They are goofy, and I record some silly and crazy crap. And I don't know. We'll see, man. Waltzing Corpse says, that's really solid advice. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry it is the way that it is. And I hope that you can do something about it. Amanda says, I would agree. Try to expose your siblings to different ideas and encourage them to think critically and ask questions about what they're being taught or consider other ideas. Michael says, can I make a deep fried version of gross Kyle noises? Yeah, make it. And then I'll use it like gradually. Like the first time it'll just be like the the regular image. And then if I do it too much in one stream, like 3 times, we'll get to the deep fried version. I'm genuinely not trying to y'all want a Puppet Yoda rap. It's funny that you say that because I was looking earlier for some 80s songs to see what like the memeiest but not popular 80s song right now is, so that I can have Yoda singing that. My ultimate hope is that I can choose a song that will make it into Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and then people will find my Yoda puppet thing, and I'll get no money since it's a copywritten song. Let's finish this list. Number 12. Babies can die after consuming honey. The botulinum toxin will paralyze their muscles, causing floppy baby syndrome. They really should have named that something else. Floppy baby. You know, I remember back in the 90s when we had floppy babies. I'd slide those motherfuckers right into the computer. We had the front. My God, that's old school. A floppy disk. A floppy disk. Let's see floppy disk. Can you imagine if it typed something else? Could you imagine if it heard me say something different? Oh, God. Stellar Stud Senpai Sama says, as a lead guitarist, I can tell you, it takes a lot of time to teach yourself. If you want to start with 80s rock, eventually you'll jam Def Clock. Bro, I'm not talking about like learning to play any kind of song on the guitar. We were talking earlier about playing the piano, but that's like, you know, independent of actually learning to play any genre. It was just me, you know, learning to play for myself. But independent of what we were talking about with the instruments, I'm saying that I want to find an 80s song to just cover, but as Yoda, because I have a puppet that I really enjoy screwing around with. Huh. I wonder who she was making that face at. Oh boy. Someone printed out a save icon on a 3D printer. What's the save icon? Oh, is that her joke?
Yep.
That's pretty interesting. That's not a bad joke. That's not a bad joke. But I think she heard it somewhere. You're not funny. You don't think I know? Oksana, what Facebook group did you see that on? Because it must be that old a joke that I somehow haven't just seen. She couldn't have made that joke. It's pretty well crafted. Someone 3D printed a save icon? That's genius. Where did she get that?
She doesn't remember.
And where could it have originated? I want to know. Floppy disks are 3D printed. Why is this floppy disk joke still haunting? Wait, the internet. God. In the I'm getting old department, a kid saw this and said, "Is that a 3D printed save icon?" Exactly. Gross. The founder of Tech in Hey Kid, have you seen one of these? Wow, cool. A 3D model of a save icon. Is that where it's from? January 2014. I knew it was prehistoric and I just never seen it. Dia, I can't stop it.
What?
Are you sure you want to be in here?
You're fine. Just continue.
It smells so strange to me.
Well, you're the only one that can smell it.
You're lucky. You're lucky. It's like something, you know? And it's like a muffled smell, if that makes any sense.
Isn't that the best case scenario?
Yeah, it's better than like me just thinking, "Oh my God, have I made a mistake? I need to go to the bathroom."
Continue the list.
Okay, jeez. What do you mean? It's the truth. Number 11. I wouldn't hide this from them. They're my family. I love them. And they love me. We a happy family. I put on purple dinosaur suit for them. And then they sit on my lap.
Oh my God.
And then they tell me what they want to be when the full moon happens. And I give them one silver bullet. And then I go back up the chimney. Okay?
No stripes. My sense of smell is like 10 times better than Kyle's. Just in this case, I don't smell anything.
Lucky ladybug.
Trust me, he's the one
Lucky
that
ladybug.
has barely any sense of smell.
Ladybug, silver dollar, rabbit's foot. With a 4-leaf clover and a horseshoe. Wishbone shamrocks got me shook. With an abracadabra and a cat's eye. I really She would love if I keep singing that song.
Who?
Stripes.
I was also enjoying it, but I'm not being.
Fuck are you laughing at?
Well, I was gonna point out that message, but Linda immediately.
Shut up, True Silver Wolf. We'll be here to the morning, folks. Blue said this song slaps. Ham boning. Number 11. The outside of your eye prevents your immune system from ever knowing about the inside of your eye.
Okay.
That sounds so scary.
Continue.
If a puncture allows the two to meet, your immune system would attack and destroy your eye, as it believes it to be an invader.
If anything, that's good then. Because, you know, we like to be able to see. Thank you, body.
Terms for the horrified who cling to their skepticism as a shield against acknowledging this unfun fact. Should Google immune privilege of the eye. You're welcome. Somebody says that's why if one eye gets damaged and goes blind, you can lose both eyes. The immune system attacks the other intact eye, causing it to go blind. Today I learned my eyes are like my government. Actually, not quite. Your eyes can see things on the left and on the right. Oh, this comment slaps. Okay. Trust no one, not even yourself. I gotta get that picture of the kid standing behind himself with a gun. Fucking terrible. This is one of the earliest pieces of shit I saw on 4chan. I don't remember why. It was just so bad. That and a duck on wheels. Duck roll. Can I type that in? Let's see what I can put in the internet and not get in trouble. Duck roll. It's terrible. Yep. I'm bringing it back. Oh shit, there's my there's my thumbnail. Yo, you want user engagement on this channel, guys? We're gonna have ourselves a fun little day where all we do is Google images, and we're gonna Google about 10, and for the next 10 days, I am going to force these images into being the next there's still V-Bucks. There's still V-Bucks in my emojis. Oh my god. Well, I establish as a special dare to any of you who have V-Bucks on Fortnite. Add epic YouTube_Kyle. And I don't think you can gift V-Bucks, can you?
I don't think so.
Oh man, forget it. They can't give me V-Bucks.
I mean, they can gift you things in the store, but not.
But there need to be something dope in the store, you know? You know, I'd rather somebody just buy like a gangster account. It's a shame we can't gift things that are in our locker to other people's lockers. That would be cool next month, but I doubt it. Stripe Goon says, Kyle, can you recite the outro of Dexter's Lab? Past the vaulted door where impossible things wait. No, wait. How does it begin? How does it begin? Man. I think...
Oksana says that in Russia it's called
Enter at your... What?
Oksana says that it's called 2chan in Russia.
Which one?
4chan, I'm guessing.
No, but you know, there's 2chan, 4chan, 8chan, 16chan. It gets worse. It's a...
Then maybe they just don't have 4chan over
I'll do it at the end of the list because I can't believe I forgot it. But that's how long it's been since I've seen a complete episode of Dexter's Lab. I should just start falling asleep to them like I use The Simpsons right now. Enter at your own peril. Past the bolted door where impossible things may happen that the world's never seen before. In Dexter's laboratory, there's the smartest boy you've ever seen. I'm not going to do the rest.
For now.
Y'all gotta look at Duck Roll. That shit's funny. That shit is funny. Didn't you say this before? Time that bitch out. He don't get tired of getting timed out. What a dumb bitch.
Did.
What a dumb bitch. All right, look. Okay, stop being ridiculous in the chat. You're ridiculous. The statistics, right? Statistically, at least one person who's on Reddit right now won't be alive tomorrow. Ooh.
That's sad.
Is it because you murder one Redditor a day?
That's so funny.
Jeez. Number 9. A real life not fun fact. After a vasectomy, there are still healthy living sperm in your semen. You'll have to ejaculate for about 50 times before you're out of them. Do they better tell you that, dude? 50's a lot of times too. Why not 100? You know?
Why not?
That's so dangerous.
Well, I'm guessing that men tend to do it more
No,
than once as far
Dia.
as-
Like, here's the thing.
as
Here's
far-
the thing.
What
Here's
about
the
two
thing.
For a month?
Here's the thing.
2 months.
3 a day. 4 a day. Right?
That's a lot. Isn't that
4 a
lot?
day. What's 50 divided by 4? Like 7? What's 7 times 4? 21.
No.
7 and 7 is 14. Now 20,
7 times
28.
4 is 28, yeah.
Okay. Right. Math, boy. So it would only take around 12 days? Okay, so I guess after a month of fapping, you'd be alright. Yeah. So after a month of fapping...
That's saying it as if every guy goes at it 4 times a day.
that's like a low ball. It's like a
That
low
sounds
ball.
horrible.
Why?
I don't know. I guess.
But it's
someone
not
that
horror
doesn't
balls.
understand.
fucking.
Wait.
Wait.
Isn't that when they take your balls?
Vasectomy is when they take your balls.
I
And you have to try to
know.
catch them. Begin! My balls, give them back! You will have to traverse the labyrinth. No, he's jumping on those rocks. Choose the rocks wisely. Some of them will give way and you will fall into the water. The water is acid. Come back here with my balls. Tee-hee, you'll never catch me. I'm actually the leprechaun of balls. Stupid. They take them. And then you're just rocking back and forth in the bathroom. They took them. Why did they take them?
You act like a dog who's just been neutered.
I'm pretty sure a vasectomy is one. Do you even want to know?
Yes, I'm interested because I've always thought that was.
Vasectomy is when they snip. I thought that Family Guy had this whole vasectomy's a medical procedure.
You're saying it as if I've watched Family Guy.
Come
more than
on,
once.
you can't just actively, out of rage, avoid Family Guy.
I don't like that.
Because it was good at a point.
Okay, great.
For like 2 or 3 whole seasons.
Amazing.
Why you hate?
Because
Why
the humor is so stupid to me.
But it's
So-
all bad now. It's all bad now.
Okay.
Ghostbusters with women. Ocean's 11 with women.
I haven't seen that movie, but whatever.
They're gonna remake Lord of the Flies with women. Terminator with women. Woman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 007 women. Just woman at all.
They're redoing Charlie's Angels.
They should do that at all men version so nobody can go watch that.
Oh my gosh.
Charlie's Demons. Oh, hello, demons.
That's just it, though. The big bad bosses would usually be men. Usually men.
I'd watch that.
So now they're gonna make the big bad women, big bad people.
Starring Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, and Chris Angel. Mind freak, baby. Sorry. What's the other Chris? The Evans? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get them all in a movie. I'd watch that. All the Marvel people would watch that shit. Just a bucket of shit. The Chris's. Chris's. Yo.
Gosh.
Jesus, Chris. One man, actually 3 men, all named Chris, saving the world from... And then an alarm goes off. Guys, they took my balls.
As
What?
Stripe said, for me, Family Guy was never good. So no matter how, season 1 and 2 were good for, people that did enjoy that show, for me, it was just never enjoyable.
How would y'all niggas know when you haven't watched it? I find that interesting. To understand.
Because just like I've seen pretty much all of American Dad, I have yet to truly enjoy the show from beginning to end.
I'm not saying that you're going to enjoy it. I'm just saying that the first 3 seasons are, by comparison, way better than the others. I hold the opinion that it is good, but I don't expect that to be reflected by other people. But I do regard it by comparatively, to be better than the Family Guy modern bullshit. I do believe, though, that after it was canceled, when it came back, it was like dope for a little bit. And even now and then, I'm sure they have their hits and misses as far as like ridiculous gags or weird sketches. But that's the best that it can ever be. Is just a sketch show. And all sketch shows have hits and misses. And Family Guy, unfortunately, ends up having a lot of misses. That, force the show to get broken down and scrutinized. However, I'd imagine if a lot of those hits were I want to say more prevalent, like if there were more hits than misses, people wouldn't give a shit. They'd love that dumbass show. Oh, who even remembers Chris Angel? Great C says, main star Nicolas Cage, he can be a villain in my movie. That would be so fucking kick-ass. Cast your villain to be Nicolas Cage, dude.
Well,
And let him overact. What happened?
He was a villain in Face Off.
But that was a serious movie. I want schlock. And if you've seen Chris Hemsworth right now, he really wants to be like a comedy guy. So let him be in a movie where he's fucking around.
But you said it was.
And remember, do you remember Chris Evans in Scott Pilgrim? Do you remember Chris Evans when he was doing those shitty teen movies back in the day? That guy's funny.
Wait, he did. I just know him now from Scott Pilgrim and the.
He did some shitty teen movies back in the day, and
That's about it.
I remember he was in a movie with a token black dude that would say shit like, "Oh hell nah," and that is whack. God, what's the name of that movie? Can somebody tell me? Chris Evans. Yeah. We not even at the end of the list, and I want to talk about shit so bad. I want to talk about what's going on in the Marvel Universe right now. What am I most excited about? Let me tell you right motherfucking now, ladies and gentlemen. Not Another Teen Movie is the name of the movie. It was hilarious. This was probably, 2001. That was 18 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. 18 years ago. Anyway, Not Another Teen Movie is almost too old to even be a teenager as far as its age. Wow. So, what I'm most excited about is that Mahershala Ali, I don't know if you guys know this guy. He played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage, if you watch that. Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali was in a movie called Moonlight. He was in a movie called Green Book. But he was recently in Alita, if you're a nerd. He also voiced the Prowler, which is Miles Morales' uncle in Into the Spider-Verse. Apparently, Mahershala Ali approached Kevin Feige because he personally wanted to be Blade. And I am shocked. I'm shook. I loved his performance in motherfucking Luke Cage. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, I suggest that you watch it, because this dude stole the show. I was more into his character than a lot of other people on there, and that's crazy. Bruh, he want to do Blade. Blade, one of the first R-rated Marvel movie that we probably wouldn't be here without, And thank you, Spider-Man, for being so fucking indomitable that we could keep this show on the road. My God, we want to talk about some other shit. Apparently, Doctor Strange is going to be in a movie with Scarlet Witch, and it's going to be dealing with the multiverse, because the movie's name for right now is Multiverse of Madness. I want that movie now. Fuck all that other shit they're working on. I want that movie now, dude. And when was it? Avengers Reddit. No. Marvel Studios Reddit. Thank you. Marvel Studios spoilers. Ugh, I don't need that right now. Maybe I do. Leave it open. Marvel Studios Reddit. Okay. Chris Cubed is a pretty good name, Broccoli. Not bad. Oh man, they heard that one. And you know it. Just give me a Blake. Give me a Blake. Give me a break. Yo, this is getting radically uploaded. Fuck me. Yo, no, the one that everybody's upvoting the most is mine. It's the one that I like. Yo, can you please get this shit out of the way? I don't know why the sidebar is there. The one that everybody's upvoting is this one. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. 2021, that's 2 years. It just sounds so fucking insane, okay? Because this is the first live-action multiverse thing we're gonna fuck around with. What are you gonna do? Go to another universe where Iron Man's alive? You gonna go to a universe where the X-Men and the Fantastic Four are tripping and shit's happening? What if you bring back somebody from one of those fucking universes where, like, they lost everything, so they want to come here? Bruh. Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange teaming up. Let me tell you something that I told Dia and Stripes after we went to see Thor Ragnarok. I said, we're in the age now of ensemble movies, because this wasn't just a Thor movie. Fucking Valkyrie was in it. Hulk was in it. You know, we had Loki, who initially was a villain and now, you know, we love him. So, dude, I think it's going to be some Team Up City bullshit. And the reason that I didn't think Scarlet Witch was going to be teaming up with anybody in the near future was because she has a WandaVision television series happening.
And maybe that's why it'll take about 2 years for it to fully
Yo, Vision's supposed to be dead. So what if they go into another dimension and pull that Vision out? Or what if she just stays in another dimension?
I thought he was an Endgame.
What do you mean, Vision? Mm-hmm. I don't think so. No, Vision's dead. Vision's dead. Vision's proper dead. Vision's dead in our timeline. He's dead in our timeline. What if Doctor Strange dicks into another dimension? I'm thinking about people coming into this one because I need Reed Richards, and we need an explanation as to where the fuck he's been. But what if instead of tripping into having people come into ours, they go into another, and Wanda stays there because she finds Vision and she loves him so much, dude? And, you know, in another story, it would just be like, I'll make him love me again. But Wanda could probably throw the fucking memories into this dude because she's a witch. Bruh, I'm the only one excited about this, and I need to make friends that are into this Marvel crap. But honestly, I didn't think that they would make something interesting. Somebody says, I love the campiness of the title, dude. And the multiverse of madness. Bruh. For real. What? What you mean scary?
Well, have you read anything about what the movie
Hell no, I haven't read anything about it. What do they mean, a scary Marvel movie? Is it gonna be like, yo, Scott Derrickson, the director, is all about horror, apparently. Everybody, sorry for giving a shit. This is confusingly exciting for me. Because I've always said the only way that I'm going to give a shit about Marvel still is if they allow directors the freedom to do what they do. The only director in the Marvel Universe with freedom right now, James Gunn. James Gunn. And it's because initially they didn't give a shit about Guardians, and they let him do what he wanted to do. So it's going to be good because they're allowed. They let him play with fire, and he showed them something. I'm loving the aesthetic of this, you know, Thor, you know, looking like an 80s album. And apparently they got friggin' what's her name again? Natalie Portman.
Oh.
Natalie Portman. Who I don't think can act.
Me neither.
So I hope they don't make her the female Thor.
They're saying, someone said that she's apparently supposed to be the female Thor.
I don't want that.
Me neither, because I don't want her to be in any other movie.
And I don't know how they got her to come back if not to say that. Because she jumped ship. Can I tell you something now?
What?
Recently, Dia and I watched an episode of Star Trek where somebody died in it. And I got emotional at the end because Data started getting really puppy dog. And whenever that happens, it kills me inside. Because it's like, you know, sometimes you have to assess life a little objectively. But it's still fucked. It's still sad. The reason that happened is because she didn't want to be on the show anymore. Did you know that? Yeah. Tasha Yar's character was... It's an old show. I'm not spoiling that for anybody. I almost caught myself like I'm spoiling something big. But yeah, because that chick did not want to be on the show anymore. She thought it wasn't going anywhere. Little did she know, It's the biggest show in the world, boy. I really want to show you this one episode with lights and torture. But we have to wait.
Well, okay.
Man, True Silver Wolf really was right. You guys might be here till the morning. Don't call me a fiend, Linda. I try to be so good inside. I try to be so good. Wait, why does Dr. Pump say he's hurting? Why did I ask? Why did I engage him?
Do that?
I'm sorry. I engaged him.
Ugh.
101 cooler watercolor. Yeah, this is a it's actually water cooler. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What?
Well, he's gone.
Why was he hidden? What did he say?
I think we've all grown.
Everybody's just out of the mood for him now. Okay. Number 8. When it comes to heart disease, the very symptom in roughly 1 to 3 of all cases is sudden death. Meaning you could be perfectly healthy and drop dead because you had heart disease and didn't know it. Check your family history, people. Oh God. Number 7. There are a few things that if you flush down the toilet will most certainly make it into the hands of the operator at your local water plant. They are called the 3 C's: condoms, cockroaches, and corn. Someone has to handle our condoms? Hell, yo, their hands? Would you would hope that they could invest in some kind of poop skimmer, like a pool skimmer net? And the dude says, nah, they like raw dog in the poop water like that. Brand new sentence. That's what I want my life to be.
We gotta start posting stuff like that.
Gotta start posting stuff like raw dog in the poop water. Number 6. Hedgehogs can get disease called wobbly hedgehog syndromes, like floppy baby, floppy baby, which is an adorable name for hedgehog MS. Oh, that's so sad. What kind of Kyle bastard wrote some stupid shit like this? Right into a character. Bloody hell, me hedgehog's got the wibbly wobbly upsy turns around disease right in the knickers. What?
That really does. That you've just found your like Scottish counterpart.
I'm not touching this person named Wet and Meaty. What a name. I'm not even.
Yeah, don't.
Number 5. There's a plant in Australia called the Jimpy tree that has hairs all over that are small enough and are compared to hypodermic needles. And whenever a person touches the plant, these hairs stick into your skin and inject a toxin that causes pain compared to the effect of being covered in acid and set on fire. What makes it worse is that the pain lasts months, 2 years.
So we're never going to Australia because everything down there wants to kill you.
This is extreme.
That is horrible.
What is your favorite tree?
The Jimpy, the plant that makes you want to kill yourself.
I mean, if you are to be experiencing excruciating pain for longer than a couple of
What channel is this? I've never even heard of this channel.
Well, you can add it to your stuff that you can watch.
I don't know if it's going to be good. I'd rather subscribe to my unfunny, uncharismatic, at least their fingers on the fucking pulse, frequent news douchebags.
Linda, no!
I'm a guy sitting in a room and I scribble on this whiteboard. Here's what's happening in the news today, Linda says.
What do you want to... Give me tree.
You don't want it, Linda, stop. I'm not trying to equip you guys with this kind of information.
But you are.
Inadvertently, okay? Number 4. The reason why dogs love squeaky toys is because it sounds like tiny animals dying. Die. 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 I've always thought this, and then when my dog rips out a squeaker and brings it to me, it scares me. It's like my dog showing me that she can kill things and rip out their life force. And she wants to be congratulated for it. Number 3. Some whales, when they are old and no longer have enough energy to swim for as long, will swim so deep that they won't have enough strength to swim back up to get air, so they end up drowning. What is this, like baby's first unfun facts? Number 2, if you get a roach infestation bad enough, they will eat your skin while you sleep. They will also crawl into your ear, which is a horrible, horrible experience.
That's from personal experience.
Boy, number 1, cursed. Thank you. Number 1, someone commits suicide every 40 seconds. Well, as long as there wasn't somebody watching this list. And you can hit Kyle with a like as well as $40. That's $1 for every second between suicide.
True Silver Wolf says, I remember a sergeant committing suicide because he wiped his butt using a leaf from that tree.
And he commits suicide? Is that true?
That's what True Silver Wolf said.
Gimpy Gimpy Tree killed himself. Cyril also told of an officer shooting himself after using the stinging tree for toilet purposes. What was that?
The outside world.
A person?
No, like animals. Unless you heard like a door slam.
Stop. Why does it sound like such an angry bird?
Yeah.
I'm dying inside. I don't get paid until Monday. Water cooler was like squawk. There it is again. So ridiculous. Guys, we made it to the end of this. I'm excited about Marvel things coming up, and I didn't think I'd give a shit about the Phase 4. But that's a whole 2 years from now. So what I need to see is some goddamn Fantastic Four footage. I need to see what's going on. I want to be happy. Other than that, guys, take it easy. Believe in yourselves. I love you. You love me. I'm gonna turn on the AC because it's hot in here and we're ending this list. Hopefully there's nothing I missed. Wait a minute, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? Who the fuck is Shang-Chi? And wasn't that one of the, aren't the Ten Rings what the Mandarin's supposed to have and he fights Tony Stark? So if Iron Man's dead, the Mandarin? Who is this guy that I've never heard of? They say that he's a powerhouse in Hong Kong and Chinese theater. I'm glad that this is happening for him.
Super Ryu Dragon said that they thought the Mandarin was originally a Doctor Strange villain.
I have no idea, and I just recall him being like a big time player with Stark. And I don't really care, you know. They can all swap each other's villains for all I care, because, you know, in the comics, the Fantastic Four are fucking around in New York, Iron Man's fucking around in New York, Spider-Man's fucking around in New York, Doctor Strange's fucking around in New York.
Daredevil.
All of the Defenders, you know, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, and Jessica Jones, they're all fucking around in New York. It's just like, what the hell? Daredevil and Spider-Man stealing each other villains. And Daredevil got some stupid-ass villains, boy. Some of it's just like the stupidest. There's a nigga with stilts for real. Stilt man. How you gonna get me up here on these stilts, boy? I'll attack your stilts. Don't touch them stilts. I'll ran some electric through them. Yeah, I'll see about that. Don't touch them. You want to get shot? I don't know, man. I think you're lying. Did your voice just turn a little bit like mine? That's the power of the stilts. That's the power of the stilts, Tia. Did we just confuse each other's voices? Did we just become best friends? Hey, can I get up there on those stilts? Yeah, come on, best friends. My balls, they took them.
You have yet to explain what that is.
I really haven't.
What happened?
Chris Hemsworth is. It's a snip. They cut the ball. They cut the sperm making veins for the balls. I don't know how it works, dude. They fuck some shit up in there. They snip it, and then it's like wah. They make the sperms, but there's still sperms kicking around in there apparently. So 50 more. I'm just tired, dude. I'm tired, and I need to go into stasis until Monday. It's Saturday night, right? I don't think I should stream tomorrow.
Morning. It's Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, rain is falling. Yeah. Shed some pickles and some skin. I don't know how the fucking song goes. Baby, all I need. Darkness is all I see. Come and rest your bones. Riding pickles on Sunday morning. Guess who writes that song? Dia.
No idea. Because I've never heard of it.
You'd hate to know. They had one great album.
Oh.
Can I give you the name of the album?
Sure.
I think it was Songs About Jane. Isn't that weird because Jane is the name of the girl in Thor that Natalie Portman's gonna play? But if they make Jane Foster fucking female Thor, I'm gonna be mad. What are you shaking me about? Sorry, I'm laying flat on my bed looking up at the ceiling. I can't see shit right now. Whatever.
No, you're fine.
What?
Just grabbing onto your leg. Someone came in, their name is Ketos, and they say, hey Kyle, the marriage ultimatum segment from a couple of streams ago got cut off from the video.
It didn't get cut off. I cut it off because Viral Hog has claimed that video. Viral Hog is this like group of dirtbags. They're not like specific. There's like tons of groups of dirtbags that try to claim videos that get a lot of attention. Many of my videos, like, people will get into my inbox, like my, my email, and just be like, oh, I'd like to partner with you with this video and make it so that people on news shows can use your thing and you get the money and blah, blah, blah. But they're really just trying to pull they're trying to pull a Fine Brothers on you and make it so that they get a cut of whatever it is that you're doing. So it's just like, bitch, what? So in this case, the person agreed, and it allows them to claim anything all over the internet. So I just cut it so that what I had read before, the revenue on that video would not be fucking going to them because they don't deserve it. So, it is a what would I call it? One of the few scenarios in which, like, if you weren't there, then you can't experience it, and I apologize because... yes, it is Maroon 5, Songs About Jane. Oh, boy. Man, I feel crazy. When the stream's over, but he keep gaying out. Shut up, stripper. Okay? Ketos, the forgotten one. Guys, have a great night then. I wonder what the point is. We should have a sleepover one night. Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean like a sleepover stream.
Oh, we used to do that.
I'd get in trouble for that. I can't just have a stream running while I go to sleep. That's nuts.
Oh, you mean literally running while we're sleeping?
No, probably not. Probably just like talk and then we go to bed. Look, Icky Gabby showed up at the end of the stream where we're about to end it. She says I missed everything. It's almost like an achievement for her. She seems like proud of it. But you can still like the video. You didn't miss it all. You got here in time to do that. You did it. This is at the top of Reddit right now, the multiverse thing. Other people are as excited as I am because the roof on that is really fucking limitless. They're going into a multiverse. Iron Man, Fantastic Four from another universe, X-Men. What if Wanda gets dropped off in another fucking dimension? Stop, I can only get so erect. You know what I mean? I'm super interested in this shit.
Wait, are you gonna do Dexter's ending thing?
Wait. What do you mean nightmare? Where are they getting nightmare from, Dia? Where are they getting nightmare from? Elizabeth Olsen. Where are they getting nightmare from? That would be a good way to introduce the mutants. If she has to kill Vision, I bet she would go crazy like in House of M, and it would be a lead-in to Doctor Strange 2 and X-Men. But how do you do House of M without the mutants? You don't.
No. They're saying that this would be a good way to introduce all of the X-Men.
This is insanity, dude.
So that it leads...
Like, for a
into
comic book fan, this is like the craziest fucking thing in the world. She did not just ask this. This is how we end a stream right now. Okay? Icky Gabby, I hope you have a wonderful night. We do not talk about that movie. What? They'll make anything. I need to find one of these executives and pitch a movie for real. Alright guys, I got this movie. It's about a pizza box. It's empty. But hold on, just, oh my god, Dia's grabbing her stomach like she's about to explode from the all holes with the poop. You okay?
That's not funny.
You okay?
My belly actually fucking hurts.
I'm sorry, look, we gotta go. We gotta figure out what's going on.
I think I am going to go explode.
Oh my god, guys, bye. Oh my god, oh.